I stopped using every indicator on my chart, and it's not because indicators don't work, but it's because they were making trading harder than it needed to be. But once I stripped my charts down and I focused on this one indicator, my entries got much cleaner, my losses got much smaller, and my consistency actually started to make sense. So in this video, I'm going to show you the only indicator that I still use, why it works, and how I actually trade it every single day with real trade examples. So with that being said, let's hop into this. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there was a point when my charts literally looked like this, and it was the most confusing thing ever. I had 100 million indicators thinking that it was actually helping my trading, but in reality, it was just making my charts look like a freaking kid's coloring book. It was only when I actually ended up removing all of these indicators that I found consistency and clarity with my trading. But after testing hundreds of indicators, there's only been really one that has been super beneficial to me, and that's the one we're gonna talk about in this video. So first things first, what is the indicator? Type in indicators right here, or press indicators and type in this indicator called killzones. It's by this person named Oscar VS. It's 2.9 thousand people using this indicator. And I'm gonna be honest with you, all 2.9 thousand people are probably the people that I've put onto it, because I've told all my students about it. I've told all my inner circle members. I've told people on YouTube about it a long time ago when I first started off using it. I've been using this indicator for, I want to say 5 or 6 years now. And as I mentioned, my entire journey of trading the past 8 years, this has been the most beneficial one to use. But nonetheless, let's add it to our chart here. Make sure it's the one by Oscar VS, because there's a couple other ones. I don't know any of these people. I don't trust any of these people. I don't know what any of those indicators do. So the one by Oscar VS. We'll exit it out and you'll see it'll pop up onto your charts here. Now, what this indicator does, it shows you what price has done during certain trading sessions. If you're new to trading, or if you don't know, there are multiple different sessions. We have the New York session, we have the London session, we have the Asia session. And simply what those means is those are certain periods where the market is open in certain parts of the world. And the reason why that's so important is because the big banks and the big hedge funds that actually move the markets, if you did not know, us, no matter if you're trading 10 contracts, 30 contracts, if you have a $10 million account, your trades that you're putting in, they're not moving the markets. It's the banks, it's the hedge funds, it's the big ballers that are putting out billions of dollars. But anyways, what this indicator is showing us, it's showing us what these big banks and these big hedge funds did during these different sessions. And it shows us the important points, or the important price areas where these big banks or hedge funds actually found fair value, or where they found price was overbought or oversold, hence creating these support and these resistance zones. Now, it's important to know that these different sessions don't necessarily work together, because like a bank in London isn't necessarily working together with a bank in New York. So certain things that happen during London session do affect what happens during New York session, and these New York traders will trade a different way depending on what happened during London session. Same thing, Asia session gets affected by what happened during New York session, and then London session gets affected by what happened with Asia session, so on and so on and so on. So this indicator actually breaks it down clearly for us, showing us exactly what's happened during these sessions, and that gives us a much clearer read on the charts. Now, when you first put this indicator on, you're going to see it does not look like this. So what I would suggest you guys do, if you guys like clean charts, because honestly, if it's not clean, you're going to see a bunch of different things here. I'll show you guys an example of it. It'll really just look like this. It still looks kind of crazy. It's a bunch of things on my chart. I don't personally like that. So if you're the type of person that likes their charts to be clean but still wants to get the value from this indicator, you can copy the settings that I have here under style, under inputs as well. I only care about the New York session and the London session. I'll show you guys exactly why later on in this video when we go over how I use this indicator to actually trade and find high probability setups. But these are my settings that I have for killzone. I don't really change anything else except for the tabs in the input and the tabs under style here. But once you have this indicator on your chart, now you're able to clearly see what happens during these London session and these New York session times. So for me, the yellow line is when London session starts. So from the yellow line all the way up into the white line is London session. Now keep in mind there is an overlap. So London session doesn't actually end when this white line starts. The white line just simply tells me that New York session started. And if you didn't know, London session and New York session overlap for about 3 hours. So really right over here is where London session usually actually ends. but this is when New York session starts. But as I mentioned, it's important that we understand exactly what happened during these specific trading sessions that would allow us to have a better game plan moving forward into the next trading sessions. As you see here, we have a couple examples pointing out of setups that I actually take, things that I actually look for in the markets and how it is affected and how I'm able to use this indicator to easily find it. Because as I mentioned earlier, these pivotal points that these banks make during these specific trading sessions, meaning the highs and the lows of these different sessions, can be used as extremely valuable support and resistance zones, meaning a support zone that was created during London session is oftentimes touched again during New York session and respected. You'll see that example right here. This yellow line starts London session, right? And as you see, this is the low of London session. So I drew a box right around the low of London session. If we drag that across, the white line is when New York session started. And what happened after New York session started? Price tapped into that London session and bought off of it. This is how I'm trading this using this indicator. I'm looking for the lows and the highs of London session or New York session and using that to trade the next session. As I mentioned, you can see Tokyo session here as well. If I put this on my chart, it starts right here. I don't really trade Tokyo session too much, and I don't trade London session, so there's no need for me to care about what happened during Tokyo session or Asia session. I really more so care about London session because I mostly trade the New York session. So I want to know what happens during London session, which is right here. That way I can plan for New York session. So as you see in this example, we marked off the low of London. Price obviously ended up buying off the low of London, creating a high for London session. New York session started right here at this white line. Price sold down into the London low and bought off of it. This is an easy buying opportunity because we know that London session support or resistance zones are very valuable in the New York session. We can see another example of right here. This is the London session high right here. As you see, London session high, New York session started, we sold off. But what ended up happening? Price ended up buying back into the same London high area right here, same London high area right here, and then ended up selling off of it after it tapped into it again. This is a clear example of the fact that London session support and resistance zones are extremely valuable and respected during New York session. We can go back and see multiple examples of this. We can see this is the low that was created during London session. We can see we have a high point created here as well. We can mark this off as the high point of London session right here. And what happened when New York session started? It sold down into London session and then it ended up buying off of London session and respecting London session. Using this indicator to mark off the London highs and the London lows is an extremely simple way for me to find my key support and my resistance levels for the day when I'm looking at the New York market. We can see multiple examples of this. Again, we had the low created during London session right here. What happened? Price ended up selling down into that London session and buying off of it. Extremely simple setup, and we didn't have to do any guesswork trying to find, okay, what's the right support zone? What's the right resistance zone that we should draw, right? We're simply looking at the low that was created during a specific trading session and then waiting for the next session to tap into that zone and respect it and look for entries. Now, it's not just the London low that I'm looking for. It just so happened that those few examples that we went over are good examples of the London low being tapped into during New York session and buying off of it. But if we look at the London high area right here on this example, and I know we have this marked up, but if we drag it across, we can see price. We know price doesn't just break above these support or resistance zones, right? It breaks above a resistance zone, for example. Imagine the resistance zone is right here. It breaks above a resistance zone and it'll come down to retest that same zone and then it'll buy off of it. What do we see happen here? We had the London high resistance zone created, price broke above it, came down to retest it right here and bought above it. We could have entered for a buy here. Same thing, you see it respects that same key area again right here. And we can see this multiple different times when it comes to trading the London session high and the low. We see the high that was created here. What happened when New York session started? It bought back up into this zone and sold off of it. And simply all I'm looking for, once price taps into the London high or London low zones, is price to tap into it, show some consolidation, and then break out of that consolidation. So it tapped into it right here, for example. We see price created consolidation right here, meaning price just chopped around right here. We could have just simply waited for a sell to the downside after it tapped into it. It broke the consolidation to the downside. Could have entered for sells right here. stop loss wherever we put it, take profit wherever we put it. And as you see, it would have absolutely ripped to the downside. Now, this example we just went over is using ES, right? We can also look on NQ. There are so many different examples across different instruments. I use this indicator along with the support or resistance zones that I get from using this indicator across multiple different instruments. NQ, ES, YM. You can use it with Forex. You can use it for gold. Just the examples we're going over right now is ES and NQ. Now, here on NQ, you see we have another example right here. We have a low created during London session. What happened during New York session? It started, sold down into it, and then bought off of it. Sold down into it again right here and bought off of it because this is a strong zone. If we go to the side, we can see another example of price having this low during London session. It sold down and broke through that London low without respecting it, which is fine because we already talked about when price breaks below an area, it'll come back up to retest it and sell off of it. And what ended up happening when price broke below it, came back up to retest that same London low area. What did it do? It sold right off of it. And you can see this time and time again happening. It's why I only use this indicator to actually find my high probability setups when I'm going into the day. Right here, you see we have a high created during London session right here. What happened during New York session? It broke above it, came back down to retest it, and it bought off of it. You're going to see this happen day in and day out. And this is the reason why this indicator right here is all I need to trade with. Now, as I mentioned, I used to think that more indicators meant more confirmation, but in reality, it just gave me more confusion. And once I stripped everything away and I focused solely on this one indicator that we just went over, my trading finally became predictable. It's so predictable that when I'm trading live in my inner circle, it's literally the only indicator that you're going to see on my charts. Now, if you don't know what my inner circle is, it is the thing that I've built that I wish I had when I first started off trading. You get everything from live trading every single day, Monday through Friday, from me and other profitable coaches. You get every single trade that we take sent out in real time. That way you can follow them. You also get access to our educational content, which not just allows you to follow our trades, but shows you why we enter the trade so you can do it for yourself, because the goal is for you to be an independent trader. We have a bunch of other things inside of my inner circle as well. A dedicated trading psychologist, which if you don't know, I'm going to tell you trading is 80% psychology. So that's why it was important that we brought on a dedicated trading psychologist just for the people inside my inner circle. I've honestly built my inner circle to be something that I wish I had in the beginning of my journey that would have made it a lot easier to get to the point that I'm at now. Now, with that being said, if you are someone that is trying to take trading serious, whether you're a complete beginner or you're an experienced trader that just wants more help to become more profitable, I would suggest you click the link inside the description of this video to have the opportunity to join my inner circle, to trade live with us every day, to follow our trades, to learn from people who are at the point that you're trying to get to. Click the link inside the description of this video. But here's the reality. Even with the best indicator in the world, you can't really quit your job or change your life if you're only trading with a couple $100 of your own. The only reason this simplified system actually works for me is because I have capital to back it up and actually trade with. But I have good news for you. I made this video right here where I break down exactly how you could take this strategy and honestly any other strategy and be able to use other people's money to trade with to actually get some payouts. In this video, I show you the math, I show you the payouts, I show you the blueprint that I use to stop having to risk my own money and use other people's money to be able to fund my trading. So this is the next best step. I'll see you in this video.